It's all about the money, not the care. By Christopher Breen. Columnist. Pets are not just furry friends, they are family. You wake in the middle of the night to find your pet, dog, cat, etc., shaking uncontrollably and panting. They have no balance and fall over when they try to move. Food doesn't help. Panic takes hold of you and you know your pet needs emergency health care. You find a number and dial. If you have ever had a pet, a cat, a dog, a reptile, a bird, you have probably known the pain losing one causes. Losing a pet when it's out of your control is one thing, losing one when it can be avoided is another. Finding your pet in medical distress, to most, is like waking up to find your child in medical distress. You panic and will do anything to ensure your pet survives. In the Niagara region, there are only 2 24-hour emergency vet clinics. Your other option is the Lincoln County Humane Society. Only problem is, if you don't have money to cover the costs up front, your pet is left to suffer. Pet insurance exists, but low-income families who can't afford upfront costs, usually can't afford pet insurance either. Recently, our female dog, who had puppies only a month before, began having tremors and uncontrollable panting. As most do, we hit the internet to try and find out what was wrong, as we did not have money for upfront costs for an emergency vet visit. As the night continued on, we noticed she was unstable and stumbling when she tried to walk. Nothing in our research looked good. Our next search was for an emergency vet in the local area, hoping we could find a solution. It took 3 calls, one to each of the emergency vets in the Niagara region and a final one to the Lincoln County Humane Society, to realize we had no options. Both vets were useless if we couldn't afford the upfront $160, or more, for just the visit plus any additional fees for treatment. There was nothing they could do to help us. There was nothing they would do. No money, no care. We hope that people who go into veterinary work care about what happens to animals, not just the money. When we go into the emergency room of a hospital, we hope doctors will do everything to save their power to save us. If your pet is in distress, you hope for the same thing. However, if you can't cough up the costs up front for pet care, they are left to die. In our case, we got lucky. Our dog, it seemed, had low calcium. It was a simple fix we could do on our own with advice from a vet. Tums, 750 milligrams, every 8 hours helped stabilize her calcium levels. Many do not get that lucky. Without the money up front, most are forced to watch their non-human family members die. Even when compassion and understanding on the part of emergency vet clinic and a payment plan could save them. Pets are family members, they deserve the same level of care. Emergency vet clinics need to consider payment plans and stop putting money above the animal's life.